Good afternoon and happy Friday. We made it through the storm. The system not entirely gone. You can see from the live radar that the system is just circling above us. Kathy is tracking the chance for another round of snow by the end of the weekend. No.
I know, right? Let's get you a live look outside now. Today, a big melting day around the city. I'm sure you've stepped in those puddles. Temperatures stayed cold today, but we're starting to thaw out.
There are puddles
It's
everywhere.
so slushy
It's so
and wet.
I saw snowplows pushing water on the freeway.
I believe it.
It was crazy. And if you get caught anywhere near a vehicle and that water comes out, like you cannot see. It's like driving in a hurricane. Oh, big splashback, Kim. And outside right now, we had enough sunshine to get us to 43 degrees and it felt glorious. Lots of dripping, lots of melting, but we got a long way to go. We have beautiful conditions in the high country and I-70 has really been interesting today. Even with good travel weather, so much traffic, people trying to get up there. Our March storm is moving out. We have a cool, calm evening and sunshine and warmer weather for the St. Patrick's Day weekend. Hopefully you had some fun. Maybe you had the day off and you had some fun with the snow. There's a lot of snow. Denver, 10 to 20 inches across the metro area, officially 5.7 at DIA. But we now have Aspen Springs and Gilpin County at 61 inches of snow. They're digging out in Pine Cliff and Eldora, as well as Genesee. It's been a crazy day, but these numbers are helping to melt off some of that snow. We're in the mid 40s. We're going to go warmer tomorrow. Winds are out of the south this afternoon, and this is the system kind of cut off from the main flow. It's not entirely gone, but it is south of us. And with that southerly flow, a little more snow will come up into the southern mountains where we'll have advisories for travel and snow through about 6 o'clock tonight. For northern Colorado, this storm system is basically done. Southern Colorado may be dealing with additional snow heading into the weekend. And speaking of the weekend, high avalanche danger, folks. Please be very, very careful. Other than a few high clouds tonight and tomorrow, we have a string of mild, dry days here. Beautiful weather. Temperatures this evening, cool but not cold. Tracking the potential for a little bit of patchy fog out there late tonight. I'll have more on that and a warmer weekend forecast coming up.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Kathy. Our March snow is now one for the record books. You can tell your friends, your family, you were here in March of 2024. Totals in the foothills make it the biggest snowstorm since March of 2003. This is a time lapse from Peter in Evergreen. You can see how quickly that snow just piled up in his backyard. Evergreen ended up with 32 inches from the storm. Hard to believe that wasn't the biggest total. Aspen Springs, the big winner, was 61.5 inches.
Gosh, Netherland, the second biggest total with 53 inches. Going to take a while to dig out of all of that. 9 News reporter Janelle Finch tried to get to Netherland, but she couldn't quite get there.
I'm here reporting from Coal Creek, but not meant to be in Coal Creek. My photographer Alex Castillo and I tried to make it up to Netherland, but as you could maybe see behind me, that sort of fog that you're seeing off into the distance where you maybe see a couple trees, yeah, picture that on both sides of State Highway 72. As we were making our way up into the mountain, we didn't see much of anything. That's all that we really saw, just dark, dark, dark fog, about 10 to 15 feet of visibility, really not a lot. So we made the smart decision to come back down. We were seeing lots of snow piles, really, really high on both sides of the roads. Netherland received more than 50 inches of snow between Wednesday to Thursday, and we were trying to see it for ourselves, but like said, instead we're here in Coal Creek, hopefully looking to talk to people about that incredible amount of snow. That's something we're going to keep tracking here where it's safe from Coal Creek. Janelle Finch, 9 News.
Good effort, though, Janelle. You made the effort. You did the right thing. One risk that we have with all this snow on your house or roof, avalanche, really, seriously. The Colorado Avalanche Information Center shared this photo of a roof slide that happened in Coal Creek Canyon today. And they warn you, if there's more than a foot or two of snow on your roof, avoid at all costs being underneath it for any extended period of time.
A live look at CDOT cameras now. This is I-70 near Loveland Pass. Nice to see cars moving along as this pass and several other mountain passes are finally reopened after being closed during that snowstorm. While commercial trucks are now allowed back on I-70, CDOT put out a good warning for drivers this afternoon. They said all commercial trucks need to remove snow, from the top of their trailers. They said don't go through the tunnel with all that snow on there because of height issues. A CDOT plow driver stopped a man accused of leading police on a chase in a closed mountain pass yesterday. The Grand County Sheriff's Office says a man driving a Jeep didn't stop at a closure point. Later in the afternoon, the Sheriff's Office later found out that the driver was in an accident on top of Berthoud Pass with a CDOT plow. Nobody was hurt, thank goodness, and the driver was arrested on traffic charges and an outstanding felony warrant for a parole violation.
Right now, about 6,000 people are still without power after this storm. Xcel just gave us an update about 10 minutes ago. They say there are 460 outages. Xcel said they had more than 300 crews working long shifts to restore power across the state. They expect restoration efforts to continue until tomorrow. Also right now, some state agencies are warning AT&T customers they might have some problems calling 911. Chaffee County believes the issue is storm-related and they're working on it. Anyone who needs help immediately and that call isn't working should try to text 911 or Wi-Fi calling. El Paso and Teller County also received the same message and encouraged people to have a backup way to contact 911. We know in Colorado, a little snow, maybe a lot of snow, isn't going to ruin anybody's fun. Tomorrow, St. Patrick's Day, the parade is still a go.
It will go on. Organizers are hoping for a lot of melting before then, and they're starting to get it already today. So this parade starts downtown tomorrow morning at 9:30. The start spot is at the corner of 19th and Wine Coupe. The route heads across 17th Street, then all the way down Black Street. The parade committee says the streets and Coors Field parking lot will be plowed. Organizers also point out the best spot is south of 20th and Blake Street.
Denver's Department of Transportation says snowy streets will not stop the celebrating. As we know, a lot of people say they're Irish, apparently, in Denver and around the metro area. They shared these pictures, of course, showing the changing of the Blake Street sign to Tooley Street in honor of the former district attorney, a proud, proud Irishman. So they're ready. They know it's a big day. And, you know, we were talking about this yesterday. Every St. Patrick's Day memory I have in Colorado, you either are sunburned or it's cold and snowy.
It's like the extremes of March, though, right? You know, sunny or slushy. And we got slushy this year, but folks are going to have fun regardless. We know that.
Yeah, and it'll be sunny for a parade. Okay, that's good.
The snow is cleared out at DIA and airlines. This is good news. Getting back to schedule. Still dealing with a few hundred delays today, though. The airport says they're getting ready for a busy weekend of spring break travel. DIA is expecting a record number of passengers in the next 2 weeks. They say the busiest days are expected to be today, Sunday, and next Friday when people are coming home. Happening right now, a sentencing hearing is happening for the teen who pleaded guilty to a house fire that killed 5 people.
No doubt you remember this case, really tragic. At a Green Valley Ranch in 2020, in the summer of 2020, in January, Gavin Seymour pleaded guilty to second-degree murder charges. In exchange for a plea, 60 other counts against him were dismissed. Right now, a sentencing hearing is being held. Seymour is expected to make a statement before the judge hands down the sentence. We have a crew listening in to the hearing. We'll bring you updates on the sentencing once it happens. Also new this afternoon, a skier died after hitting a tree at Keystone Ski Resort. According to the Summit County Sheriff's Office, this happened yesterday morning on the Flying Dutchman Trail. Deputies say no other skiers were involved, but another skier saw the crash. The 58-year-old man has not been identified yet.